Hello and welcome back to Husband and Wife Outdoor Life. Ashley and Laura here today. And as promised, here is our campfire cooking corner with Laura. What are we making today?
We are making a pecan cinnamon toast French bake with bacon on the side.
All right, let's get to it. Laura's gonna walk us through it.
All right, this recipe will feed about 6 people. You can also do it for 4. You can just have a snack for later on. You'll need a 1/4 cup or half a stick of butter. You'll also need 2 cans of these cinnamon rolls. Don't get the grands, just the regular cinnamon rolls. It doesn't matter if it's the cream cheese icing or the regular icing. It's just your preference. You'll need 6 eggs, 1/2 cup of heavy cream, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 1 cup of chopped pecans, and then 1 cup maple syrup. Last thing you could have is garnish as well too. Typically you just add the icing from your cinnamon rolls and then just a little bit of powdered sugar. You can do additional maple syrup, but it's very sweet when you add the additional, so just start slow first. All right, first step is prep work at home. I always start out with a couple gallon Ziploc bags. I have my recipe printed and ready to go. All of the liquid items, I always put them into some type of container. So I have the eggs, the heavy cream, and then I've also added the vanilla and the cinnamon in here as well too. Inside the bag, I'll add whatever ingredients I'll need. So the butter will go inside, the cinnamon roll packages will go inside, and then I'll have a secondary bag for your dried goods as well too. One of the things you do need to remember is that you want to have a fire started about 2 hours in advance, so that you have some hot coals at the bottom. We are cooking this in a cast iron, so you don't just want flame, you want coals and embers so you can put stuff on top of the oven as well as below. For your first step, you undo your cans, pop them, it's fun. I always leave them in little stacks of 2, and as you can see I've already started cutting. You're going to cut them into 8 pieces each, so you'll have 16 pieces in each stack of 2. I first cut it in half, I cut that in half, and then I continue to cut those 4 pieces that you just made in half. Did I get it? I got it. Alright, so now I have 8 pieces, so there's 16 pieces total once I separate them. Once I get them all together, I just put them over here, and then I get ready for my next step. All right, the tools that you'll need to accomplish this recipe is a cast iron Dutch oven, a cast iron skillet for your bacon. We like to cheat, I guess, and put a foil inside of that cast iron for this because it is a sticky recipe and you can't necessarily wash cast iron very well. The last tool that I recommend that you have, it's not necessary, but my husband and I find that it's a very good tool to use, is this lifting tool. So when your cast iron is on the fire and you want to take the lid off, just to peek on it or to start serving it, this prevents you from having to touch it with a mitt, which this cast iron is going to be black on that mitt. Step number 1, you want to spray your pan with just a cooking spray. Your first ingredient is going to be a half stick of butter that's melted. I don't pre-melt, I just melt right over the fire. Let it go inside, put the lid on because that'll help retain the heat. Now if you want to follow me, we're going to head over to the fire now. It's nice if you can have a grate system where a grate can go on this and also a hanging hook. You can buy these at any outdoor retailer.
Checking the butter.
Sizzling.
Sizzling.
Butter's definitely melting. We'll start adding our ingredients now. First ingredient I'm going to add is just the cinnamon rolls that are all cut up. Try to separate them so they don't all stick together. a cup of maple syrup. Just pick out your local favorite. And then that is it, folks. You're gonna cover it up and let it cook for about 20 to 30 minutes. Check on it maybe once or twice, but not too much because it's just like an oven. You don't want to lose that heat. Next step is to put a little bit on top of your cast iron so it's cooking from the bottom with heat and then also cooking from the top. I don't know if folks can see that, but it's definitely starting to look pretty tasty. Yep, pull it up. All right, it's done. So next is just the garnish. So you're gonna add some powdered sugar on it. And then the icing that came in the cinnamon rolls. And then taste for good measure. Yeah. Just gonna add a little bit more of that pure maple syrup. And then get some foil to cover it till our breakfast is ready to go. Next is bacon. All right, folks, bacon is in the skillet. We have it on the grate now. You can already hear that it's sizzling.
Little taste test here. How is it? Perfect.
Very good. Thanks for watching. Recipe will be down below in the description. Stay tuned for our next adventure. The tools that you...
fisherwoman.
Thanks for watching. What'd you say?